Okay, I'm hoping you've clicked on the link and had a look at task 2 first, giving it a go yourself first. This is slightly different to the last video in task 1. And I'll explain why in a second. We need to set up a array which is 1D called product name. So let's do that. We also need to set up a 2D array called product sales. It says that the data is already set up for us, but I'm just going, that's where it says it here, but let's just put some dummy data in. Let's do Xbox One, excuse me, PS5, PC. Now, the reason why this is different is it says here the position of each product's data in the two arrays are the same. So what that basically means is this is position 0, this is position 1, and this is position 2. This array is just going to keep the sales based on the position. What that means is the following. If I was to do this, and I was going to do 1,000, 100, 1,000, 2. This is just for Xbox One, the amount of sales we've made for each month. Month 1, month 2, month 3. This is position 0 here, this is position 0 here. They're in the same position. So if I was to do this, and we're going to do 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. This position is position number 1, position 0, position 1. So which product is that in relation to? The PS5. So let's do the next one. These are my sales, and this is obviously in relation to the PC. That's how it wants it set up. So this is position 0, position 1, position 2. We then have a variable called store inventory, which contains the number of products. Well, that's easy. There's a variable called month number, which contains the amount of months. 3 months. 3 months worth of sales. If I was to do this, we've now got 4 months worth of sales. Okay. The products receive a popularity ranking amongst their sales. So we need to add up all the sales for each product and basically see whether or not they fall within this ranking. But before we do that, write a program that meets the following requirements. Calculates the number of sales for each product for all the months. Okay. So what we're going to do is something slightly different. We're going to go through each row from product sales. So to do that, for I in range, and then we're going to do length of product sales. So it's going to start here, it's then going to do that one, then it's going to do that one. But then what we need to do is, once we're on the first row, we need to go through each column. The column represents the month. Month 1, month 2, month 3, and month 4. So what do we have in our code which represents the month? Month number. So what we want to do is we want to loop through each month one at a time. So for X in range, and we're going to go for the amount of months. How does this work? Let's just do this again. We're going to start on I, which is row 0. It's then going to start, X is going to start on month 0, which is 100. And what we want to do is add 100 to a total. So I'm going to do a variable called total equals 0. And then I'm going to do total equals total plus product sales row I X, which is a current month. So X is the month, I is the product. This is product Xbox. We're going to start with this 100, so it's going to add 100 to total. It's then going to loop again. It's going to go to 1,000, add that to the total. It's then going to do it again, 2, add that to the total, then 2,000. So if I do at the end of this loop, print total. 100 plus 1,000 plus 2 plus 2,000 equals 3,102. It displays it, and then goes back to 0 again. We move on to the next row. So it does it 4 times because of this. We could just do this. It's the same. We're going to go through this 4 times, but we need to use this variable they gave us called month number. Now, we also need to display the product name, not just the total. So how would we go about doing that? This bit is really easy. What array stores the product name? Product name. This is position 0. This is position 0. They're the same. So if I was to do I, which keeps track of the different row, to start off with, if we run this, Xbox One, the second time it loops, PS5, third time it loops, PC, because what happens is I goes up by 1. We then print product name I, so to start off with it'll be Xbox. So by them being in the same position, it makes this really easy. I then need to display the total. So we'll go that has sold total. And there we go. We now need to determine the popularity rank. This is very similar again to what we did in task 1 where we did the salary. This is our popularity rank. So I'm just going to copy and paste this over. So if the total is greater than or equal to 500, our popularity is and then anything less than 100. So if you remember in the last task, we had something very similar. The difference being is that we had to do calculations for the salary. And this is a lot easier. We're just displaying the popularity rank. So let's have a look at this now. And there we go. Let's just play about with these figures. So let's say that Xbox was 0. Just to test it, there we go. So if you look at the code, we're in our for loop, the outer loop. The outer loop is going to be going through each row. We then have our inner loop, which is going to loop through each column. And we're just going to simply add these numbers together. We then created a total, so we display the total. Once we've done all of this, what I've just highlighted, the whole row. Once we've done a whole row, we've got our total, we can then check to see the result. Very easy. What else do we need to do? Determine popularity output, combine total number of sales, popularity rank, calculate stores and outputs the number of products in each popularity ranking. So we need to, again, have how many high, how many medium, how many low, how many very low. So that's easy enough. High equals 0, medium equals 0, low equals 0, very low equals 0. And we just simply increment the total, so high equals high plus 1, medium equals medium plus 1, low equals low plus 1. Very low equals very low plus 1. And then at the end, we're good. Once we've done the whole thing, so once we've gone through all of this, so outside both loops, let's just do display the total. Print the amount of very high is high. The amount of medium is medium. Oops. And there we go. We're done.